Hello and welcome to the Print Instant Analysis. I'm TCA Sharad Raghavan, Deputy Editor at ThePrint, and I'm going to be speaking to you about the Chairman of the PMEAC, or the Prime Minister's Economic Advisory Council, Bibek Debroy, asking if India needs a new poverty line. So why is he asking this? The first thing to understand is that the traditional way countries look to estimate the poverty line is to estimate the price of a food basket that a person needs to consume to get the amount of energy measured in calories that is necessary for them to live and function. Basically, how much money do they need to buy the amount of food that they need? Till 2009, this was taken as 49.09 rupees per month per person in rural areas and 56.64 rupees per person per month in urban areas at the price levels that existed in 1973-74. This was deemed to be the amount of money it would take to meet a daily calorie requirement of 2400 kilocalories in rural areas and 2100 kilocalories in urban areas. Then, in 2005, the Planning Commission created the Tendulkar Committee, headed by economist and former National Statistical Commission Chief Suresh Tendulkar, to reassess poverty estimation methods. The committee released its findings in December 2009. According to this report, the poverty line should have been rupees 356.3 per person per month at 2004-05 prices for rural areas and rupees 538.6 rupees per person per month for urban areas. That's quite a lot higher. This meant that the poverty rate was 41.8% in rural India and 25.7% in urban India and 37.2% overall. The findings and recommendations of this committee were accepted by the government. Then, in 2012, the Planning Commission again felt the need to review the poverty line. It created a committee under former RBI Governor C. Rangarajan. This committee submitted its report in June 2014. Incidentally, by this time it was a new government in power. According to this new poverty estimation, the poverty line was estimated at a monthly per capita expenditure of rupees 1407 in urban areas and rupees 972 in rural areas. Compared to the poverty lines based on the Tendulkar Committee, the poverty lines estimated by the Rangarajan Committee were 19% higher for rural India and 41% higher for urban India. As Bibek Debroy pointed out, this Rangarajan Committee was not formally accepted by the government. And then, from 2021 onwards, the Niti Aayog has been coming out with a multi-dimensional poverty index that seeks to measure poverty not through income levels, but through levels of deprivation of basic necessities like food, water, healthcare, education, access to cooking fuel, etc. There are 10 indicators it looks at. Now, Debroy says that this isn't quite a poverty line. So that's where we stand right now. We have an official poverty line from 2009, an unofficial poverty line from 2014, and a metric that is not quite a poverty line but is being used to estimate poverty. And that's why Debroy is asking for a new poverty line, while asking whether one is needed. And he's also not the first one. Earlier this year, Surjit Bhalla, former executive director at the IMF and former member of the PMEAC, also called for a higher poverty line, as did Pranab Sen, who's the current chairman of the Standing Committee on Statistics. So the question then is, now that everybody is getting free food, or those who need it are getting free food, is calories the way to measure whether somebody is poor or not, or is there some other metric that's needed? These are the questions that are now being asked. On that note, that's all from me. Thank you for watching.